match lasting just 38 minutes. So to Kim Ho-min, the 19-year-old from Ulsan in southeast Korea. It's a region that neighbours Busan to the south, and there you can see her world ranking up to 48. So she was 67 last week on the world ranking run earlier today, so whizzed up a number of places. Her win-loss record for last year, just 6 tournaments, individual tournaments, that is, was reached the final of the Macau Grand Prix Gold. So she, as I was saying, came through the qualifying. Malaysian in the first round of the qualifying, and then Govan Holt from the Czech Republic in round number 2. And Yui Hashimoto, that was a good match. I watched that yesterday, the Japanese player. And although the scoreline of 21-15, 21-16 may look fairly comfortable, look how long that took, 48 minutes, because there were some wonderful rallies in that first round of the main draw yesterday. So our umpire is Frick Cox from the Netherlands, Bert van Hornbeck from Belgium, the service judge. Both these players have played tournaments earlier this year.
Saina Nehwal, India. On my left, Kim Yoo-min, Korea.
Side of the court getting this second round match underway. First meeting between these two players, never previously met on the World Tour. That's not really surprising, seeing as Kim Ho been a regular, and that's understandable at the age of 19. What's interesting to me, Steen, is the fact that Kim has twice been a bronze medalist at World Junior Championships in women's doubles, not in the women's singles. But obviously, looking at her physique, I obviously 165, which is about 5'5" inches. I think she looks as if she's grown since then.
She's grown then.
Yeah.
If that's the correct player you got there.
Yeah. Yeah.
I remember seeing some results 2 years ago in the European circuit where she was participating. Then she sort of disappeared for a while, perhaps playing only youth tournaments.
Yeah, I think you're referring to the Scottish International of 2012, where she reached the final, losing to a certain Sayaka Takahashi.
Sort of disappeared for a while, perhaps playing only youth tournaments.
17 years of age when she did that.
Time's over. 3-2.
Vimal Kumar used to train with me, this man, Vimal Kumar, who I know very well. He used to train with me in Wimbledon back in the good old days.
Definitely has benefited Saina, this change. And the dynamics change when you change coaches. I mean, if you could in some way instill Kopichan, but just make him look like Vimal Kumar, it would still change. It would still, Saina would be more eager to practice well, to listen to new ideas and so on. So she's returned to good form.
Yeah. It's going wide. Yeah. I do wonder myself, though, Steen. I mean, Pullela Gopichan, his influence on Indian badminton cannot be underestimated. And he, of course, brought Saina Nehwal to Olympic bronze medal, world #2. So you can't just dismiss him, and, you know, he built the player in the first place. But I wonder in a way if he's a victim of his own success, because he now has so many world-class players.
Yes.
Men's singles as well as women's singles at his academy in Hyderabad. And I wonder if she needs and wants the support, the mental support of that as much as anything.
I think that's spot on. When Saina was coming forward, she was the only Indian player making any progress on the world scene. But now they're just on the verge of becoming a superpower. They've got a number of men's singles. They've got at least 2 women's singles. We saw a men's doubles pair yesterday beating Biao Chai and Hong Wei.
Yep.
So Indian badminton is progressing, and given that it's impossible that Gopichan could devote so much time to Saina as it probably have been when she was sort of coming of age.
Yeah.
5-7.
And just going back to what we were discussing with our first match this afternoon with the women's doubles, and you were talking about Indian women's doubles pair needing some sparring partners. You know, you're absolutely right, but if he's already swamped pairs now.
Yeah, I think over time we'll see a number of sort of centers or academies developing, because it's such a huge country, and you can't have all the players in one place. Or we'll see coaches move to Hyderabad and sort of centralize it. That's also a possibility.
Going wide. Park Tae-sang,
6.
Korean coach.
욕심이란 말이야, 욕심. 그냥 중간으로 보내도 돼, 중간으로.
Top of the tape there.
6.
Kim Kwon-min. I don't know how much you've had an opportunity to watch this Korean youngster, Steen, but what's your impression so far? Because I've watched her a few times now, and every time I see her, I think she's improved.
That's a good thing. Remember a doubles player from Korea, Lee Hyo-jung. She had improved every time I saw her. She just put on a little bit to her game. And if you can do that, the sky's the limit. I haven't seen her a lot, but what we can see here from the start of this game is that I often think of players that reminds me of some other player, and she reminds me a little bit of the former Olympic gold medalist Bang So-jun from Korea. Very, very good basic game.
Yeah.
Good movement, despite being fairly tall. Perhaps not that experienced in playing in the All England.
No, this is her first appearance here. Now you see, shots like that, I know she made the error, but what she was trying to do in lunging forward and taking the shuttle really early, I like all of that. But of course, Saina Nehwal has a 5-point advantage here at the mid-game interval in the first game. And you see, look at this. Comes from above the shuttle. Then you've got the options. You can play the block, you can push and really pressurize your opponent. So that's the sort of thing I look at, and that's what I like.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. You look at the things that are basically good. You're not succeeding right now, but you will eventually.
Yeah. Well, that's interesting. Very little from Vimal Kumar. Just caught the last bit. Come on.
I like that.
Yeah.
She's leading 11-6. No reason to divert her thoughts in any way. Just go and play.
Yeah. 24 years of age now. Saina Nehwal
11-6.
from Haryana in northwestern India. Taken. Reached the final of the Thailand International at the beginning of this year, did Kim. Quarter-final of the German Grand Prix Gold last week, having beaten Akane Yamaguchi, and reigning World Junior Champion in the very first round of the main draw. There's no question about it.
12-7.
Saina Nehwal, the only Indian player in the women's singles here this year, because Pusala Venkata Sindhu has a stress fracture in her foot, and we all wish her well and a speedy recovery. Oh, she watched it well.
She watched it and she wasn't sure.
Yeah.
And you can understand that when you've only played a number of matches in this big Barclaycard arena.
I didn't think Saina Nehwal was going to have this match all her own way when we looked at the draw, despite the fact that Kim is a qualifier. This could be a good encounter.
And they have a lot of strong young players, the Koreans. Overall, so far in the tournament, we must say the Koreans have been a little bit disappointing.
Yeah.
Both men's singles lost yesterday and top-seeded men's doubles, but some of the young players are interesting to watch. Also, the ladies doubles with Sohee Lee and Shin Sung-Chin played a good match.
14-11.
It'll be interesting to follow these Korean players over the next couple of years.
Four back to the same place. 5 back to the same place. 6.
It's well played.
Yeah. Absolutely pinning Kim deep into that forehand corner.
Yeah, and that's one of her strengths, Saina.
Yeah.
The shot quality and the ability to play a tactical game,
Yeah.
change a tactic if that's needed.
12-15.
Just overdone it. Yeah, long hard look towards the line judge there from Kim Min. Oh,
18-12.
with your coach's hat on, there's me saying that's delightful from Saina Nehwal. Did Kim play the wrong shot straight down the line? Was that really the problem?
I was just thinking perhaps it's a little bit too naive a play.
Yeah.
To expect to go through here at this level. At a little bit lower level, it would have been great, and perhaps that's the general description of her game right now. That she has some really good potential. She's got technique, she moves quite well, and so on. But perhaps a little bit naive. And also perhaps a little bit nervous. See her jumping a little bit up and down before returning the serve.
Yeah, that was a nice
Time's
shot.
over. 13-19.
I think she's had quite a bit of success when she's attacked the body of Saina Nehwal, so that might be a good opportunity. And even the smash that she put straight down the line, I think I would have preferred it to the body.
Good scrambling. Oh. Saina Nehwal's going to chuck. Good scrambling. Oh, it's called in. Saina Nehwal's going to challenge that.
Challenge by Saina Nehwal. Called in.
Well, I know it was mighty close.
Yeah, it was a tough decision.
Yeah. You've got a better look straight down that line than I have, Steen. But somehow, instinctively, you get a sense, don't you, when a player hits the shuttle?
I do, but it's mostly wrong. Watching the line, it's in no way going to be straight on the line.
No. So here we go. Yep. You're absolutely right.
It's actually more in than I would have expected.
Yeah.
That's what I said, mostly wrong.
14-19. Saina Nehwal has
But
one
we have to give
challenge.
credit to the linesman.
Yeah, line judging has been absolutely superb, and they all volunteer their time.
Play.
And we forget the other can be
Time's over.
safely
20.
and in good hands with these linesmen.
14.
So 6 game point opportunities. Yeah, and I like that going forward to make the kill. We see that all the time in men's singles, but we see that all the time in men's singles. Oh, good net shot from Saina Nehwal, forcing the error from Kim Ho-min. 21-15. 21 minutes of play. And again, number 1 to the number 3 seed from India.
Just be ready for that. Keep it in. She will believe you. She will make it. Come on. Get comfortable with her.
그게 넣지 말고 지금 너무 무리하다 보니까 막 네트에 낮게 꽂힌단 말이야. 그건 너무 무리하지 말고 그냥 힘 빼고 오른쪽 어깨 빨리 빼가지고 툭. 무슨 말인지 알겠지? 그래도 스피드 주고 저렇게 높이도
She doesn't have to go for the lines because that will there's a risk that she would end up making mistakes. So
Yeah.
playing, she's controlling most of the rallies with her high quality shots. Keep on doing that.
Yeah, good follow-up again.
Saina Nehwal called
If
in.
that's wrong, then she's out of challenges.
Yeah, I'm not sure I'd challenge on the first point of a game. Oh, we're waiting for Hawkeye. But then what do I know? Was it the Miami Masters last year when Djokovic in the final against Roger Federer challenged on the very first point of the match? Here we go. Let's get Hawkeye's decision.
Yeah, that's out.
Yeah.
Challenge successful.
So she was right to
Correction
challenge.
out. Saina Nehwal has 1 challenge remaining, 1 left.
Pushed it wide.
That was over.
Oh, it's so good for the sport. It adds another dimension and it engages the fans, and you know, it ensures that the correct decision is made in the end. And I think when you've got such a positive thing that we can use technology to enhance our sport, I think it's a crying shame that we're only allowed 2 challenges, 2 unsuccessful challenges per match. And I'd love to see 2 per game with an extra challenge if you go to setting.
Yeah.
What's your view on that?
I haven't really thought about the setting, but I also would like challenges or per game or per match, so that if you're in a 3-game match, you still have 4 challenges.
Yeah.
2 per game, that's 6 challenges each. Could add up to 12.
4-1.
Perhaps that's a little bit too much, but yeah.
Well,
It's difficult to say.
Yes, and it's quite often that players don't use all their challenges. So, you know, given the crucial moments, I think you were talking about Vittinghuis, who lost yesterday. Of course, Vittinghuis was the number 7 seed in the men's singles, and because he wasn't...
He wasn't on a court where there was challenge.
Exactly, and there was 2 crucial calls at crucial moments, and it may have affected the outcome of the match. Anyway, enough of that. We'll debate it later over our cup of tea.
Ladies and gentlemen, your next national court.
Wow.
Oh my goodness, that was extraordinary. Take a look at this.
5-2.
How good control was that from Saina Nehwal? Unbelievable. Oh, great defence.
Oh, that's on the line.
Don't believe it.
That was over.
Well, that is the retrieving of the tournament so far.
3-5.
She was pushed to the back. She was way out of position. Look at that backhand defence from start, deep into the forehand corner. Took it so late. How on earth did she reach that, let alone control it? And she's up ready in case she needed to play on. That's unbelievable.
She was practically diving to 3 corners in a row.
Yeah, unbelievable.
Ball. Service over. 6-3. Seven, 3. Eight, 3.
In general, I don't think it's an advantage for Kim to play these net exchanges with Saina. Seems like Saina's got a quite good feeling for when to challenge and when to just push her away from the net.
4-8. Challenge.
Yeah,
Saina Nehwal.
I was about to say just long, and then I looked at the line judge and it was called good, so I'm not surprised that there's a challenge there from Saina Nehwal.
Now, we've been praising the other line judges, but this one on the baseline here is under scrutiny now.
Yeah. Well, we both thought it was long, didn't we? Yeah, and we were right.
Challenge successful. Correction out. Service over. 9-4. Saina Nehwal has 1 challenge remaining.
That's well played. 2 really, really good deception from the short
10-4.
backhand corner from Saina Nehwal.
Service over.
I'm not sure if you
5,
count that as
10.
one of the body
Okay.
smashes that you were after, Steen.
No, but then again, even if it's a non-body smash, it's still an odd shot.
Yeah.
And I think the odd shots is sometimes quite efficient against Saina, like we discussed when we were watching Carolina Marin. Odd shots, not in the 6 corners. And it could be interesting to see
Service over.
Kim
11-5. Interval.
trying to get the upper hand in the flat game, trying to play more flat game, utilize her double experience, even if it's from her youth career.
Yeah.
Controlling the play. Don't go out.
So that's point of advantage in the second.
Finish, supposed to play there. You don't have to go to the side. You don't go to the middle. She those pushes and inside. Drift it as well as keep it in.
아니 무슨 네가 한 템포 빨리 들어가서 빨리 잡아서 빨리 치는
Move on, 20 seconds. Move on, 20 seconds.
공격을 안 맞추는 거다. 어?
Now, what did you make of that gesture? Get it over her head. If you're going to flick from the net, make sure you
Probably.
get it over her.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Or perhaps play it a little bit more flat. So yeah, definitely get it over her, but also get it a little bit flat over her so you can take time away from her, put her under
11,
pressure.
5. Right.
Oh, how did she get that back? Extraordinary. That's another good rally. Now she's down again. Terrific.
Excellent.
Absolutely. Awesome.
And we've been discussing that the men's single is sort of
Look at
creeping
that.
in.
Look how quickly she
defense,
gets up.
That's a men's singles defense
Yeah,
coming into the ladies singles.
yeah,
Lindan started it, and it spread.
yeah.
It's basic now in men's singles, and now it's beginning in women's singles as well.
Very, very good from Saina Nehwal. Deep into that forehand corner. Yeah, that's nigh on perfect, isn't it? Wonderful shot. It's a good rally.
That was over.
Really well played by Kim here, and I think the key for the Korean player is to put pressure on Saina in her deep forehand corner. It's not as if it's a bad spot or anything, it's just what happens from there is not as dangerous. The backhand side, so not as dangerous as from the backhand side. So if I were the coach, I would emphasize that if she's in trouble, play the long back, the long forehand corner.
Yeah, it's a good cross-court punch there too.
7-13.
Steen, I know you talked about tactical naivety from Kim earlier on, but I know we haven't finished the whole match, but you've seen a good game and a half now.
Yeah.
And do you see now what I've been trying to explain about the talent of this youngster? I'm really excited about this Korean player.
Yeah, I do. And I'm also more confident about my own comparison to Subang Kim.
14-7.
Because she was like the players of that era was Susi Susanti and the Chinese player. I can't recall her name. Yi Xiaoying.
Yeah, yeah.
And one of them could attack her down, and the other one could run her down. But then she developed so she sort of had all possibilities covered. And I think maybe this young girl has a chance to do something similar.
Yeah.
8-14. Serves over. 15-8. Saina. Don't shout before the decision is made, okay? You said come on before she called out. No, it was before. Don't do it again.
Well, quite clear from umpire Fred Cox that Saina Nehwal, warning Saina Nehwal for shouting and celebrating before the line judge had made the decision, because that is, or can be perceived as trying to influence the line judge.
Serves over.
And I like the thumbs up
9-15.
from Korean coach Park Tae-sang after the previous rally, supporting her player, and she was doing the right thing.
Yeah.
Just missed out narrowly.
Serves over.
Hit the top of the tape and fell back the Korean side.
16-9.
I don't like that challenge there. What happens if it goes over? She's just pushed to the backcourt. So I'd rather push Saina to the backcourt myself, instead of challenging at the net.
Oh, that's lovely. Do you know, I thought for a moment Saina Nehwal should be leading that on the forehand side. I thought it may be going. But if you can play a winner, if it's going to be desperately close, this one, I wasn't sure she needed to play that, but if it's short and you think you've got confidence you can play a winner,
That's even better.
Even better, exactly. Yeah, she really is so good at using all corners of the court, isn't she, Saina Nehwal?
And this is a great match for her. When we look in the tournament matches along the way. So interesting to follow her.
18. Serves over. 10-18.
And you never know. No,
You never know. Unless you fight.
Yeah.
You have no chance.
No.
Good control.
Very good control.
19-12.
It's so important to have these little deceptions on the front court. These little deceptions on the front court. We heard it in the previous match, the men's singles, Kenny Jonassen emphasizing it, and it's been really efficient for Saina here as well.
And it means that Saina Nehwal has 8 match point opportunities. rally.
13,
Well,
20.
in my Kim Hyo-min is a real star catcher. I think she's got star quality about herself. Proud.
Yeah, she can be satisfied with this match.
Yeah.
Take some learning back home.
14, 20.
And she's got the players to practice with.
Yeah.
Yoon Jo-bae and Sung Ji-hyun. So it's open for her.
Change.
Wow. 6 of the last 8 points going to the Korean.
This would be one of the greater comebacks.
It would, wouldn't it? Oh, brilliant. What a way to finish off. Nice angle from Saina Nehwal.
Well played.
And symmetry in the scoreline, 21-15, 21-15. But for
Match won by
women's
Saina
singles, that
Nehwal.
was 45 minutes of badminton
21-15.
that had, but Saina Nehwal just a little too good in all departments of the game in comparison to the 19-year-old from Korea. But as I said earlier, the 19-year-old Kim Hyo-min, look out for that name. She is a star of the future. But Saina Nehwal is a star of the now. She's through to the quarter-final once again of these Yonex All England Championships. Of course, she's been at least a quarter-final now for the last 6 years. That's quite a record. So Saina Nehwal safely through to the quarter-final, where she will meet the former champion. 3 All-England Championship finals from Wang Yihan. Of course, she was champion in 2009. What a mouth-watering prospect that is for quarter-finals tomorrow. Saina Nehwal against Wang Yihan. Well, it's been a good day today, hasn't it? We all started with the reigning world and Olympic champions Tian Qing and Zhao Yunlei outclassing Dwala Gutta, who seemed to be carrying an injury, and her partner Ashwini Pandampa. Then men's doubles, and Mads Conrad Petersen and Mads Colling, winners last week in Germany, having defeated the #1 seeds from Korea yesterday. They continued their good form against the Commonwealth Games gold medalists, 2 straight games in just 37 minutes. Then in the mixed doubles, well, England's hopes are still alive, because Mr. and Mrs. Adcock, the #6 seeds, safely through against the qualifiers from Indonesia, again in 2 straight games. Well, the European and world champion Carolina Marin, too good for Pontit Borana Praksut, 21-10, 21-16. We had an excellent opening game in that men's singles, didn't we? Saved a game point, did Jan Jorgensen at 19-20, before winning through 28-26, 21-15 against the qualifier Boonsak Ponsana. But as we've just seen in the women's singles, the #3 seed Saina Nehwal against the qualifier Kim Ho-min of Korea. Well, that was a good match, and my goodness, I am even more excited about the young Korean now. But Saina Nehwal doing more than a competent job. She really was very good today indeed. Well, that's our matches for today. Of course, we will be here tomorrow. We will have a quarter-final action from 5 o'clock local time. That's 1700 GMT. So from all of us here in Birmingham, especially from Steen Peterson and myself, Jill Clark, we hope for your company tomorrow. Bye for now.
And your next back on court, bringing up men's singles. Please welcome on court from Indonesia, Dinosya Sayang and his opponent from Japan, Joseph Saki. We also have ATV for the photograph session with Halloween and Harry in state at the Badminton England Stand at 5 o'clock. Photograph session with Halloween and Harry at 5 o'clock at Badminton England Stand.
Get ready to play. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, on my right, Noriyasu Hirata, Hirokatsu Hashimoto, Japan. On my left, Liu Xiaolong, Zhu Zihan, China. Noriyasu Hirata, Zhu Zihan. Love all. Play. So it's over. 1-love. Two love. Three.